Hey guys, what's going on? My name is James Mason. If this is the first time that you've ever watched any of my videos, I'm actually making a free stock trading course, but I also post, some of my trades that I make, and I like to catch them to where you guys can actually see that I actually make the sell. So right now, I'm currently in ticker CHK for Chesapeake, and I got in, towards the beginning of the day, and I usually don't trade at the beginning of the day, but they had, they had some pretty decent news in the energy department. Well, not energy department, but in the realm of the industry for for energy. Sorry, I'm completely tongue-tied. So okay, sorry. I was just watching it move there for a second. So again, I usually don't trade at the beginning of the day because it's so volatile, especially if you're trading these lower cap stocks. And at the beginning of the day, you can have that first candlestick and it may be green, and you decide to jump in. And I'm sure you guys are used to the term, FOMO, fear of missing out. And that's how a lot of people get caught up in these lower cap stocks. So I like to, really just sit back and kind of watch things. But I do have a background in the oil industry, and, or at least in my past, I did. So the benefit for me to actually make a day trade on this, and overall, I think this is a crappy, crappy stock to hold. I would never hold this for any long-term play at all, but that's just my opinion. So let me go ahead and cover this real quick. Dang. All right, I'll go over that actual sell in a second, but I do have a background in the oil industry, and I just, I know how some of these things actually work out. Well, I should say actually oil and gas industry. And I know how some of these things actually work out with some of these companies. And when there's actually news released with, OPEC and what they're doing, just things like that. So let's see, let me go back here. So this is the beginning of today, and they had this first green candlestick, and I was watching it, and I waited for it to get over this green EMA line right here, which also breaks past the average for VWAP. And in that trading course, I have a lesson on VWAP. I explain it and break it down in detail. So I got in here, my average was $4.86, and I bought 1,000 shares, and I just let it ride. It came up here and started, just downtrending a little bit, broke past this EMA line right here, and I noticed right here it started bouncing off of that average for VWAP. So that right there gave me an indicator as to how this could potentially play out if I hold this. So even though on the MACD it was in a sell-off right here, and RSI it's really just all over the place. For this trade, I was, going off of it actually bouncing off this average for VWAP. Now, let's look over here. On the 5-minute chart, you see it come up, comes down, it touches that average for VWAP, and it kind of, kind of rides it up right there, and then it starts riding up this EMA line, and it's touching the upper band for VWAP almost every time. So, you know, that's a good picture that it paints for me, you know, to kind of give me that level of price action. And so, you know, this had, you know, started uptrending for the day on the 5-minute chart. And if you look right here at the upper band for VWAP, it's sitting at $4.96. And up here, you know, it does go up a little bit more to $5.02. Now, we are only talking, you know, just pennies, but that's how this game is played, especially day trading. So that right there, you know, showed my range. And if you continue to look on, you know, it does break past this EMA line right here, but it's riding that average for VWAP. And, you know, that right there is what started making me, you know, feel confident to hold this, you know, for like 4 hours. And because usually, you know, I would not hold something like this. I don't think this, you know, is something that's really good, you know, to trade or to hold for long periods of time. And, you know, with stocks like this, I would say it's probably best just to, you know, hit that run, hit it quick, and then get out and take your profits, because you just don't know. Especially if you're a newer trader, you just don't know, you know, how this could turn out. Now, you know, for the experienced traders, the ones that already know, you know, what I'm talking about right here, yeah, they would have rode this out too, just to see what could potentially happen, you know, later on. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. So there's my 1,000 shares, and I made $109. You know, I did have like $20, $30 more, but, you know, like I said, I was wanting to see what it was going to do as it kept, you know, riding, you know, the average line, that dash line on the 5-minute chart for the VWAP. Man, you know, it kind of got to the point where it was just getting stagnant. And with these lower cap stocks, when they usually get stagnant like that, a lot of times you can kind of expect for it to start just taking a good dip. And I didn't want to be caught up in that, because, you know, even though I did take a little bit more than 10 cents a share for profit, that price action can move quick when it starts dropping. And if you look at the 5-minute chart, these two lines right here, this light blue line, if you can see it, that is a 9-bar EMA. So what that means is this is a 5-minute chart again, every bar on here is 5 minutes. So it would be 5 times 9. That's how that bar moves. So the next bar right here, or next line, EMA line, it's this gold one. And that is a 20-bar line. So 25-minute bars. The same over here, except these are 1 minutes. Now, when I was talking about that price dropping, when you have this 9-bar EMA and you look at the 20-bar EMA, when those two bars a lot of times cross each other on the 5-minute chart, that usually indicates a good downtrend, and it's probably going to start dropping in price when they, you know, when they start, you know, they're going like this, when they start kind of getting closer, like that, that's kind of actually usually where I'll take a short if I'm going to short this. Actually, you know, Chesapeake, you can get shares, you know, on Thinkorswim. But so anyways, I'll actually, you know, teach shorting as well in the course. So as those two EMA lines start to come together like that, and when they actually cross over each other, that's when you'll start seeing these huge red candlesticks. And, you know, that's either people selling off or people coming in for that short. So I just wanted to, you know, go over this trade for you guys to, you know, let you see what it is that I'm seeing. And I kind of hope, you know, this, you know, gives you a little bit of insight on how I trade. And, you know, I have my own style. Everybody has their own style. And with this free course, you know, you may take it, and by the time you're done with it, you might, you know, you'll alter it for what works for you. And that's what I want, because in the end you have to find what works for you. Now, if you watch this video, what I would highly recommend, you know, before you start trading, you know, my style, is if you don't already have a paper account open up a paper account and practice trading on there. You know, because if you cannot build an account while paper trading, you definitely won't build it with real money. And, you know, when you start trading and you have real money into an account and you start losing it, you know, when you're not experienced, it does get emotional for you. And once your emotions start, you know, getting you into a panic, you'll start making just devastating mistakes. And at that point, you'll start digging yourself a hole that you cannot get out anymore. But so if you stuck around to the end of this video, I greatly appreciate it. Check out my channel. Check out my channel, and please subscribe to it. That course should be released roughly 2 weeks from now. Today is June 21st, 2018. So, you know, subscribe to my channel. Please like this video, and you know, I'll see you in the next one. I appreciate it, and thank you for your time.